It has been 10 years since an ambush led to the death of your father and the collapse of his mercenary company, Nyx Cavaliers. After barely surviving the ordeal on the Federated Sun's world of Deberry, you and your father's longtime CO, Rihanna Campbell, forged a new company from the ashes of Nyx Cavaliers, with the hope of carrying on your father's legacy as a mercenary. With the intent, with the hope, whatever. I'm having to paraphrase here because this is so poorly written. As the third succession war grinds to an unceremonious halt, work for the Mercenary Review Board has begun to stagnate. With the impending unification of House Steiner and Hanse Davion on the horizon. Impending on the horizon? Isn't that what... Did we just say two things that both mean the same thing? Whatever. Few dare to test the mettle of the United Fedcom Alliance. The Inner Sphere collectively waits with bated breath for the birth of the Federated Commonwealth and the promise of an era of peace unheard of since the time of the Star League. But from this union, a powerful individual from your father's past emerges with a proposal for you and your company. All right. So we're here. We're starting here. Career mode, sandbox experience meant for veteran players. Got it. We're starting as... working on the legend of the Kestrel Lancers. Now, this is interesting because who is from Kestrel, I ask you? Whose ancestral family home is on Kestrel? Well, that would be the Allard family is from Kestrel, unless I'm completely wrong, but I'm not because I'm awesome.
2108.
And if I am wrong, then I knew that all along. Yeah, but I'm not. That's where Quintus Allard lives. In the clan invasion, that's where, well, I think Quintus is gone by that point. Maybe not. But point is, that's where the Allard family is Kestrel. Justin Allard, Daniel Allard, both of them grew up there. Sweet. Awesome. Phoenix Squadron, because you were not taking this halfway. Wish I could make this thing red. What else do we have? Have anything that looks like the Phoenix logo? Probably not, because that would be pretty close to copyright, right? Well, no. We'll go back to this one because it's the closest. At least it's the right orientation. Well, okay, it's like 90 degrees off the right orientation, but it's close enough, and it's got a bird. There's a rare grasshopper here. With a supercharger. Whoa. Chem lasers, medium lasers, superchargers, heavy hands. Supercharger. Excuse me, I'm yawning. How rude. It's a supercharger. 70 tons. I wouldn't be able to use it. AHAL. Okay, so I do have two mods installed. I'm not sure if the second one... We'll get to that. The first one is infantry. I have enabled infantry. I would like to step on a mudbug. Just saying. Next is lore-based mech variants. I have no idea if this is going to work. In my test bit that I did, I'll let you in on a secret. I played a little bit of this. And my microphone was so terrible. I mean, it's probably not great now. Apparently my Yeti is giving up the ghost. But it was so bad and so crackly that I literally couldn't do anything. Like, I wouldn't want to watch it if I were a viewer. So when that hits that point, all bets are off. Shit's not getting put out. So I'm re-recording. So I have done this. I've made a few discoveries. One of them is that I can't figure out how to switch mechs. Supposedly you're supposed to be able to switch between your lance mates, but either that didn't get in, just like infantry didn't get in the last DLC, or something. I don't know, but I can't figure it out. Point is, you're supposed to be able to hop between lance mates. It's supposed to be able to take over control is what I read, but maybe I was doing some mod stuff at the same time, so maybe I was reading a mod, but I don't think so. I'm going to go to the website. You've seen a small edit. That's because I almost doxed myself, but we're okay now. So what came in this DLC? a linear campaign. Fight and battle set during the famous Intersphere conflict and experience firsthand the front lines of the Fourth Succession War with 14 new campaign missions featuring unique mechanics, authored missions, and custom dialogue and cinematics. Everything about what that is amazing. With one request. If in these 14 missions we don't hear a mention of Delta Company, I will rebel. I will flip the table. Anyway, carrying on with what we're getting in this. All-out war. Experience all-out war scenarios with large-scale expansive combat in 7 new quest lines that include 10 new battle scenarios. Why battle is in quotation marks, I will never know. Megacity combat. Experience intense urban combat in large all-city settings with massive destruction, procedural city blocks, featuring 5 new procedural mission variants: Scorched Earth, Objective Raid, Targeted Kill, Guard Duty, and Battlefield. All of these are awesome. I mean, I assume they're awesome. You know what I mean. 3 new biomes. Jungle. Dense jungle and swampland combined to create foliage-rich and beautiful settings with plenty of soft cover and options for engaging the enemy. Tourmaline Desert. March through alien landscapes, giant tourmaline spires, and towering canyon walls that create a haunting backdrop for battle. And Megacity. Experience intense urban combat in large, all-city settings with massive destruction, procedural city blocks, and new mission objectives. Everything about this is awesome. 23 new mech variants. The Archer 2K, the Archer 2RB, the Archer 2S, the Archer 2W, the Blackjack 1DB, the Catapult C1B, never even heard of it, doesn't matter. The Dragon 1G, the Firestarter M, those Dragons and Firestarters, sure, whatever. Kintaro 19B, awesome, whatever, fine. Locust 1S, whatever, fine. Marauders, more than one Marauder, yes. Yes, I understand that the stereotypical Marauder is 2 PPCs and an AC-5 with a couple of medium lasers riding sidecar in the arms. I get that. But damn, having the opportunity to build a couple of different Marauders, like build a large laser Marauder with more than 2 large lasers, yes. Give me a PPC Marauder with 3 PPCs because I have a laser hardpoint instead of a torso thing there with the AC-5. Anything. Give me a large hardpoint so I can throw an AC-20 in that bitch. Anyway, a little fired up. Don't mind me. Quick Draw 5.8. That's probably the one I just had. Gross nasty. Rifleman 4D. It's a rifleman. I love riflemen. They're tissue paper with big guns on the side. That's awesome. Thunderbolt 5SD and 5SE. Weird 5SD and E. I don't know either of those variants off the top of my head, but that's okay. 1SIC Vindicator. Okay, that's a weird one. That's got to be a hero. That's not this. What's the Vindy hero mech? Is it the St. Ives one? Whatever. 2 Warhammer variants, 6K and 6L. Very good. Awesome. Oh, 3 Warhammer variants, 6RB. Not sure what the 6RB is, but you know what? Anything with RB and a 6 in it, I am okay. Am I right, JDM boys? You know what I'm talking about. Wolverine 6M. Sweet. Awesome. Cool. And then melee fighting. And mech switching. Okay, so this is in the new ability to switch player control to any of the AI-controlled lance mechs. Switch your fastest mech to scout ahead. Jump into your LRM boat to provide cover fire. Swap to your brawler for some intense up-close action. And then switch back to your fast mech for a quick evac. Sweet, I can't figure out how to do it. Commander, I am Colonel Arden Sortek with the Armed Forces of the Federated Sons. I am reaching out on behalf of First Prince Hanse Davion with a lucrative offer for you and your mercenary company. As I'm sure you have already heard, the Federated Sons have joined in an alliance with the Lyran Commonwealth that will eventually merge us into a single nation, the Federated Commonwealth. The eventual unification of 2 very different great houses has come with its fair share of skepticism and issues to work through, especially when it comes to the military, where the AFFS and the LCAF have, for centuries, had 2 very different ways of approaching war. First Prince Hanse Davion strongly believes that it is in our best interests to work out as many of these issues as possible prior to unification. To address this, we will be hosting a series of wargames across multiple Davion worlds in what will be called Operation Galahad. The Federated Sons would like to contract you and your mercenary company later this year to participate in these wargames. We are offering generous compensation, along with the possibility of future long-term contracts should your performance meet our expectations. Please let us know soon if you'd like to accept our offer. Why, yes I would, sir. Commander, I'm glad that you've accepted our offer to participate in Operation Galahad. Hanse Davion had personally hoped that you would join us for this operation. I'm not sure how much you remember of your father's services with the Federated Sons, but Nyx Cavaliers once participated in the First Prince's successful raid on Halstead Station back in 3013, serving alongside a few companies from the Crater Cobras. From what I am told by the Department of Mercenary Relations, you have done an exemplary job in carrying on his legacy. My voice is not staying deep, and I'm trying to make it deep and measured. Not like, yo, not deep, but, regal. For Operation Galahad, Hans would like to see your unit and the Crater Cobras reunited to participate in one of our planned joint exercises with the LCAF. In addition to your standard payout upon completing these wargames, the Federated Sons is willing to pay for all travel and repair expenses incurred during these exercises. That is a cherry deal for any mech unit. We've chartered a jump ship to take you directly to your assigned system, Avigate. I'll be there personally to act as the director of the wargames. Please prepare your forces and then head to the nearest jump point. I will brief you on your mission once you arrive on site. Let's go. Let's go, mother... Alright. Probably shouldn't swear too much. I mean, when the YouTube thing happened where it was like child friendly, whatever, that was when I went, okay, cool. I have no intention of ever being child friendly, and if I were ever to be big enough where an advertiser wanted me, I would hope that they would have paid enough attention to me to understand that that's not the realm of advertiser that I'm interested in. I have to say, I kind of missed that early game assassin. That early on assassin that I think everybody has at some point, where it's like an SRM2 and an LRM5 and a couple of crappy lasers. Right? Actually kind of missed that thing. I kind of enjoyed that thing, because you build that right, and you've got a decent little pocket support mech. Or at least a fast, decent output, not shitty mech. Yeah. Yeah. We've gone over what's being added. We've gone over what I've experienced so far, which is melee, boy. And I still can't figure it. I've been through the controls twice since I talked about it. I still can't figure out. Anyway. Operation Galahad, Part 1. Get in position here to look all... Body position helps with voices, apparently. Welcome to Avigate, Commander. The formation of the Federated Commonwealth will unite House Steiner and House Davion into a single... Okay. What? The formation of the Federated Commonwealth will unite the House Steiner and House Davion militaries into a single centralized army. Operation Galahad will serve as a wide-reaching series of wargames across multiple systems, which will act as a joint training exercise between forces of the AFFS and the LCAF. With many of these wargames, we will be pitting the AFFS and LCAF against each other. But we also want to train in a series of joint exercises combining both forces into a unified FedCom coalition. This is where you come in, Commander. For Galahad's Avigate games, FedCom coalition forces will be executing a joint operation, attempting to destroy a decommissioned orbital defense system. You and the Crater Cobras have been assigned to act as the defenders of the installation. Your task will be to destroy the invading forces and prevent the destruction of the orbital defense system. See you in the field, Commander. Give us a good fight. Well, Arden, you're not rolling up with the Templars, so I think I can handle that. Still can't figure out how to change mechs, but maybe I have to go into a setting or something. Ah! Alright.
Welcome everyone to the Galahad War Games. For this exercise, our Federated Commonwealth Coalition forces are tasked with assaulting and destroying the facility guarded by the mercenary defenders. This war game will end in a Commonwealth victory with the fall of the targeted facility, and a mercenary victory with the elimination or capture of the FedCom Coalition.
I think I did a pretty good job of this voice.
Good luck, everyone.
It's like deep and imposing.
Commence now.
So I've noticed that the spawn points on this seem to be kind of fluid.
We are joined in this operation by Richard
because
Westry and his Creator Cobra's mercenary company. Be sure to assist on
I had the
whenever
first try I
possible.
crashed. It was just dumb. My game crashed. And they spawned over in this side where I'm looking. And then the second time I was trying to take advantage of that because I now knew the spawn. And then they spawned over here. So I don't know where they're gonna be.
Donegal's forces are in position. Unsurprisingly, the Davions are nowhere to be found. Well, we have no need of these federated dogs to crush a handful of mercenaries anywhere. I see no need to delay the
I don't understand why they assume there would be a really thick German accent. Right? Like, I mean, yes, some people. And I mean, this guy could be the some people. But, like, it's like 3,000 years, or 1,000 years out of Germany. Like, weird. Anyway, that's a good German accent, at least. Ish.
Enemy contacts have breached the outer perimeter. Make sure they regret that decision, Commander. Copy. Commander's target is our target.
Alright, well that worked.
Boom. Clean kill, sir.
New target, Panther. Heat critical.
Okay.
That makes a junk pile now.
Sweet.
Heat critical.
Burn those up so I don't have to... Oops. So that doesn't happen. A sweet visual cue for restarting. Not sure why that was necessary, but I'm not going to complain. Well, that's a pretty standard fucking Warhammer. No leg armor left.
Heat critical.
Enemy mech eliminated.
Target acquired. Heat critical.
Tango eliminated.
Target acquired.
Up and over. Weird. We don't have any other.
Target destroyed.
Alright. Okay, so these guys trickled in. That's what happened here.
Operation over your ego. It gives them time to fortify their position. I think not. You can lecture me on strategy when you finally get some actual command experience, young Davion.
I like this guy.
You are free to go.
I always love this idea that you see this in sci-fi and military stuff, and I'm sure you saw it in reality too, where this guy, this experienced guy, assumes that he's right, and that anybody who tells him otherwise is both wrong and stupid. So basically, someone from the internet, and just going full like this, like, you know, you can. When you get some experience, it's like, no, he's right. You know he's right. You were told to listen to him. Or at least cooperate with him. You did neither. You just decided you were right and you were going to roll off on your own if that's what it took. Which, to be fair, that seems very Steiner. I mean, case in point, Anyone remember what happened to Nandi Steiner? That one made a choice, and it didn't go well for her.
Firepower. I should eject.
Additional contacts just cross the perimeter, Commander. Expect company soon.
Okay. I've got 300 missiles left. Well, you know where they're going. Oops. I was a little aggressive. Yeah. A bit aggressive.
New target, Hunchback.
Transmitting grid coordinates. Area is insecure.
Target acquired.
Is it insecure? Really? You should give it a pep talk then.
destroyed.
Attacking shared target.
I would love to have some words. Oh my god, is this where I want to be? Not really. Okay, I just collided with them and it hurt, and
My
that's
scope is lighting
not
up with
ideal.
more targets converging on your position, Commander. Stay frosty.
Shall we say, not what I wanted. Okay, that's ammo.
Check your fire. Check your goddamn fire.
It looks like these high and mighty Lyrans are having some trouble. Let's show them how the Federated Sons
Target
get the
acquired.
job done.
New target, Locust.
Memory serves, the Crucis Lancers didn't actually do that well in the Fourth Succession War, but oh well. Maybe not all of them.
New target, Spider.
Taking heavy damage.
Okay, guys. Get on that locust.
New target, Trebuchet.
Missile fight! Oh, come on. Your computer doesn't recognize that there's shit in the way of that?
Target acquired.
Affirmative. Commander target
like
is now
he's stuck.
priority.
What the hell is this trebuchet doing? He's stuck. He's stuck. He's fucking stuck.
Target acquired.
Fall in on the commander.
Target acquired.
Fall fast. I've got visual contact on enemy unit.
Oh man, sucks to be this guy. I mean, to be fair, we can't all shoot at him, but when we can, oh buddy.
Target destroyed. Ammo low.
Ammo
Recon
low.
reports additional forces entering the engagement area,
Oh,
Commander.
that's
Be
fine.
on the
That's
lookout.
fine.
New target, Phoenix Hawk.
Ross wants us on that target.
175. So
Target
yeah,
acquired.
not much ammo left actually.
Target destroyed.
Additional tangos en route to your position, Commander.
Target destroyed.
Oh, you're kind of saucy, aren't you?
Target acquired.
That spider out there, he's just chilling still.
Target destroyed.
Whoop, that's, I hear an autocannon.
New target Centurion.
Moving on last target.
Target acquired.
Getting a little tense here. I kind of shut up a bit, but I'm going to go find this. Oh, found him.
Last target engaged.
Heat critical. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Alright, well, this is a little easier. Hopefully the audio came out better, because I'm not recording it again. If the audio sounds like ass when this comes out, know that I was able to fix it.
Target destroyed.
But for this first episode, maybe the first 2 episodes, it won't be great. I don't think that'll be a problem. Judging by the looks of it, it's fine now. It looks like what happened is at some point, Windows cranked my system volume for the microphone to 100%, and so it was just blowing itself out. That's fixed now, so we're good. There's a line here. What is there? Ah, God, why? Why is this stuff happening? Why? Come on, PGI. Like, really? Also, why is this the slowest fade out in human history? What is going on here? End already. Alright. Well. And now we fade off into the end of an episode where I say thank you for watching. Thank you for putting up with my shit. Hopefully there's 20 more episodes of my shit to deal with as we do the rest of the missions. I think I'll probably be 1 mission per episode. It's just easier. They seem to be a little bit longer. They seem to be more closer to what an endgame mission is. Maybe not tonnage-wise, but in layout, they're scripted missions or whatever they call them. I feel like everything just fucking froze there and it didn't work. And now we end on thank you for watching and for putting up with my shit. I don't know. I did some MechWarrior, didn't. I'm gonna try and get people in on co-op for this one, under the promise of me editing videos for them. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Hopefully, at some point in the next 2 or 3 videos, this switches to multicam and it's, Bob and Larsh and I or something. It doesn't matter who, whatever. That's okay. I think that either way it'll be fun. I'm going to go through all these missions. It might be 1 per video. This first one is 1. If the next mission is shorter, maybe it won't be. Maybe we'll move on. That's fine. We'll see how it goes. I may do stuff in between the missions to make money and get mechs I want or whatever. I may record that. Well, I will record that, but I may or may not put that out. I might use it as like, this is what happened. That's always more editing than I want to do when it comes down to it, though, so who knows. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Have yourselves a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon of launch day. Carry on.